The internet has become mission-critical for many institutions globally, including but not limited to companies, universities, and government agencies. All of us rely on the internet for many of our professional, social, and personal activities. Everything around us, including wearables and home devices, are currently being connected to the internet. But behind all this utility and excitement, there is a dark side, a side where bad guys attempt to cause harm by damaging our internet and its connected computers, violating our privacy, and ultimately rendering our services useless. So, what can we do to stop these bad guys, or as we in the cybersecurity field like to call them, attackers? Before we delve further, let us first understand a few basic concepts of network security. Network security is the practice of protecting the data that flows through these networks. It ensures that only authorized users can access sensitive information while keeping out malicious actors who might want to steal or disrupt it. To put it in simpler terms, the field of network security is about how the bad guys can attack computer networks and about how we can defend networks against those attacks, or better yet, prevent such attacks in the first place. Network security is built on three core principles: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality ensures that your data remains private and that no unauthorized individual can access it. Integrity refers to message integrity, and it ensures that your data is trustworthy and that no one has tampered it. Availability means that the organization makes the data available when needed and ensures the data is easily retrievable. As you can see in the background, in today's world, much of our lives rely on networks, be it bank transactions, personal information, or health records. If we don't secure our data, we become vulnerable to attacks and our personal data could fall into the wrong hands. Here are some news clippings from the Krebs on Security website. You may pause the video and take a moment to go through these extracts. If you observe closely, both articles talk about major data breaches that involve an attacker infiltrating the database and leaking sensitive information for personal gain or ransom. One scenario is a data breach of the FBI, while the other is a data breach of one of the top financial technology firms. This goes to show that even corporate giants and government bodies are not safe from attackers in this day and age. Even today, no device is 100% safe from any form of attack. Hence, we must take precautionary measures, at least from our end, to secure our data. This should give a clearer idea as to why we need network security, and why we need to protect our data, and follow the CIA principles. I highly recommend visiting the Krebs on Security website to stay up to date with cybersecurity news daily.
Consider the following scenario, where Martin wants to write an email to Rose. He sends it to her email address, but unbeknownst to them, Kevin intercepts their communication and alters the contents of the email because the email Martin sent was unencrypted, which means that the contents of Martin's email were not protected by a password, thereby allowing its contents to be visible to anyone who had access to it. As a result, Rose assumes she has got Martin's message when she actually has received the corrupt email altered by Kevin. Now, Kevin can manipulate Rose's personal details too without her knowledge, by means of a worm, virus, or any malicious code snippet. Now picture the previous scenario, with a slight adjustment. This time, Martin ensures that his mail is encrypted, and then sends the message to Rose. Rose successfully receives and opens the message intended from her, while Kevin is left perplexed as to why he couldn't read the contents of Martin's message. The point to be noted here is, always keep your data secure and protected. In security terms, encrypt your data. We'll discuss about encryption in the upcoming videos.
Understanding network security is the first step in protecting yourself online. In this series, we'll explore what are the different kind of threats out there, how they arise and what you can do to stay safe. Let's dive in.